What is up guys, welcome to another video. That Geeky guy here. Today we'll be talking about in identifying a good card. So there are a few ways to do this. Now if you guys checked out my previous video where I talked about choosing the right blue or even the red pitch, I did talk about different aspects of a card such as the cost, the defense value, the damage if it is an attack action, and even the hit effects. Now to actually start off this video, let's take a good example here. Now, Enlightened Strike is one of the classic good generic cards that you can basically put in any hero that you are playing with. And what makes Enlightened Strike very good, which is the first things first, we can see it costs 0. Now, of course, there are additional costs to play this card, but we'll come to that in a bit. Now, if you take a look at the defense value, is 3. Now 3 is the best defense value a card can have for an attack action card, at least for now. So 3 is a very good value. A weaker version of this would be 2. So 2 will actually give you a hard time in blocking your opponent's attack. Most attack reaction comes in 3. So you can basically use a card such as Enlightened Strike for overblocking. Now, what makes Enlightened Strike so good? Because it provides you with options. Of course, damage aside, which is deals 5, which is good. Actually 5 for the cost of putting one card from your hand to the bottom of the deck is decent. Now if we take a look at the different modes it provides, you can see the mode number 1 here, it allows you to draw a card. The option number 2 allows you to basically give a buff +2, and Enlightened Strike also gains go again. So this is an extremely good card because it provides you with different options. Now this is one of the way that you can take a look and actually identify a good card. It provides options. Now another card that is quite popular in recent decks, especially Chain, is Art of War. Now why Art of War is good? Now ignoring the fact that it doesn't have a defense value, it does provide you with options. It pitches for yellow, which is 2, it's pretty good. Even if it pitches for red, it is a pretty good card. Now let me explain. It provides you with 4 options and you get to choose 2. You can buff your attack action card, you can actually allow your attack action card to gain go again, and you can even defend an attack action card from the arsenal. So it gives you the draw power. When you banish an attack action card, you can even draw 2 cards. Now it provides you with a buff, it provides you with go again, basically refilling your action point. And then you can even use it in defensively in order to defend with an attack action card from arsenal, just in case you are that desperate in defending your opponent's attack. And you can even banish an attack action card from your hand and draw 2 cards. So these are some of the important aspects in Flesh and Blood TCG. Action points, going again, and even drawing cards. So that's what makes Art of War very good. Now, you might be thinking that these cards can be quite expensive because they are Majestics. Now, if I can give you guys another example, let me just go look for another card which is called the Captain's Call. Now, Captain's Call is a rare. It costs 0 to play. It's a non-attack action. But once again, what it's good at is actually giving you option. Although it's not quite good as the Art of War, it's still pretty good. And it blocks for 2. At least it blocks. And also you get to choose either to buff your attack action card or allowing your attack action to have go again. Of course, with the restriction of the cost relative to the pitch. Now, of course, those are generics. So to further prove my point and basically explain more, let's jump into some class specific cards. Let's start with Ninja. So Ninja has a bunch of good cards, but one of the best cards that Ninja has is an attack reaction. We talked about non-attacks, we talked about instants, we talked about the attack action cards such as Enlightened Strike. But let's talk a bit about attack reaction. So Ninja has a card called Ancestral Empowerment. So once again, pretty basic. It costs 0, so it is cheap to play. It's basically costs nothing to play this. And also it blocks for 3. Once again, good blocking value. 3 is a good number. And then we see the effect it provides. It provides 2 effects instead of 1. Once again, multiple hit effect, multiple option, draw power, and things like that. So target Ninja attack action card gain +1. And even allows you to draw a card. Therefore, Ancestral Empowerment, you will see this card being played in almost all Ninja deck, even though the Ninja deck itself is a control deck. Now, let's go to another hero which is Viserai, and let's talk about just one card that it has, which I can use to prove my point. Now, one good non-attack action that Viserai has is become the ARKNIGHT. It's a Viserai specialization. It costs 0. Once again, it blocks for 3. It even pitches for blue. So that's pretty good by itself. Now, once again, it gives you options. You can choose to discard a non-attack action and search your deck for a Runeblade attack action. Reveal it, put it into your hand, and you go again. You can do the same. You can discard an attack action card, you can search for a non-attack action and put it into your hand. It basically is a search card, which is extremely good in most situations. When you play this, it also interacts with Viserai's ability, allowing you basically to create one Runechant token if you play another Runeblade card after this card. So it interacts well with the hero. So that's what makes a card good. Now let's further explore this by looking at another hero, which is a Bravo. Now for Bravo, we have a non-attack action called the Blessing of Deliverance. It costs 2. It's an aura, you play it into your field, and if you defend with it, once again the key number, which is 3, it allows you to go again. Now if it enters an arena, and we do have a card in the pitch zone which costs 3 or more, which is quite common for Bravo. It's really easy to do that since Bravo does play a heavy number of blues. And then at the beginning of the action phase, you basically reveal top 3 cards of your deck. You gain 1 life for each of that. So basically this is a life gain, and it also allows you to reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. So it's basically an opt built in with a life gain. So that once again allows you to have multiple advantages, allows you to block for a good value, and it does what it does good for the cost that it requires. Now I'm not saying if a non-attack action or even an attack action blocks for 2, it's a bad card. Now let's take a look at MAUVRION Skies. So what it gives is basically your next Runeblade attack action gains go again, and if it hits, create 2 Runechant token, and from this you can already see it's a good card. It provides 2 effects to your Runeblade attack, so that's pretty good. Now, of course, it only blocks for 2, but blocking is not the only thing you should see in a card. You should see how it interacts with the other cards in your deck. So there are multiple things to look at when choosing a card. So defense value is not the only thing. So that's something to keep in mind. So in general, what you want to see is the cost of the card, how it interacts with other cards in your deck, how much it blocks for, if it is an attack action, how much it deals the damage, does the damage it deals justify the cost, and finally, the most important thing, what are the other effects it provides other than just dealing damage or just blocking. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you guys learned something from this video. If you do like, comment, subscribe, even share this video to some of your friends that want to get into Flesh and Blood TCG. It's a fun game and I think everyone should at least try it once. Thank you once again, guys, very much for watching. You guys can follow me on Twitter, even on Patreon and things like that. So thank you for watching, guys. Bye.